What's going on, people? I'm your host, Double R, and you're now tuned into Retro Rob Television with my brother.
It's your boy Los. Been a little bit, but I'm back.
You back?
Yes, sir.
Like Rex, tight t-shirt and slacks.
Yeah, I need that confidence, boy. I need that confidence that he got to go out in public and wear them tight ass shirts.
But yeah, man. Let's get into this note.
Let's go.
All right, which battle you want to start with first?
Now let's just start from the first. Let's start in order. Let's start with Fonz and Jada Nightwing, man.
Let's get it.
You know, that was a good battle. Jada Nightwing didn't come 100%. Fonz, he's been kind of consistent in the tournament, and he did a good job. But Jada Nightwing should have had that battle. One thing I noticed about Jada Nightwing is that when the pressure's on him, he doesn't do too well. This wasn't the first time, because he choked in another battle that he was supposed to be favored in. That's the one thing I got about Jada Nightwing. That's just bothering me a little bit. But hopefully he improves on that, and then he can get back. But even with that tournament, it's not easy, man. Every 2 weeks they got to come up with bars, and they got to remember that shit. So, but he wasn't at 100% to me. He should have won that battle.
What do you think about Fonz calling out Rum Nitty? Think he ready?
Who called out Rum Nitty again? It was
Fonz.
To me that's battle rap. It's like an upcoming prospect in boxing that's just, he ready, he hungry, he just ready to take on whoever, you know what I'm saying?
And Fonz is labeled a puncher too.
Yeah, he's like they say, he's like Av. He's got like an Av style, but Av is just more intricate with his punches. You know what I'm saying? He's comparable to Av to me. I mean, he's not on Av level, but he's solid. He feel like he's going to be around for a little while. So I think he's okay.
You think Fonz could fuck with Gluezy?
Yeah, I think that'll be a good matchup.
I think he's on that level, that Gluezy level. I don't think he's ready for the Rum Nitties and the ads and shit like that.
No. He not. But I don't blame him. It's like, guys like him, Swamp, and the new guys that's coming up, they trying to make a name for themselves, just like the generation before and the guys before that. They all did it. So
speaking of Swamp, who do you think Swamp should take next? Who do you feel Swamp should work on before he start, really taking on some of these top upper echelon battlers?
Swamp, to me, he just needs to refine, just to refine his style, just sharpen his sword, just keep doing what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? He's on the right path. It's levels to it, and with experience, he's going to improve and get better, and you know what I mean. But he's really good at the personals. He'll improve on his performance and stuff. Even though he's not a performance-based rapper,
yeah.
All that stuff will come. All that stuff will come with the more battles he gets. So I don't think he needs to really improve on much. Just just sharpen his sword. You know what I mean?
Me personally, I feel like his rounds was way too short against New Jersey Twerk, and I understand. How do you feel about that, first off?
Yeah, say that again, bro.
I felt like Swamp rounds was way too short against New Jersey Twerk. Had not New Jersey Twerk choked New Jersey Twerk, we can clearly be talking about Twerk being the victor.
Yeah, but at the same time, that's not Swamp's fault.
No. I'm not saying it's his fault. I'm talking about one of the things what I just asked you about that Swamp need to improve on moving forward. Like if you about to battle Tay Roc or T-Top.
I get what you're saying.
You got to add more material to your rounds.
Yeah, that's true. But who knows how Smack had it set up? Like, it could have been like 2 minutes or, you know what I'm saying? But I get it, though. But like I said, that all falls into just, just getting in the game and just soaking everything in, you know what I mean? Just improving on yourself. So, Swamp has definitely got his head right as far as the way he's thinking as far as battle rap. I say he'll get to that, you know what I'm saying?
So Mike P in the saga.
Man, we don't even need to talk about that. I feel bad for Saga though, man, because he really looked like he really wanted to do something, but man, it's sometimes that pressure on that stage, it gets to you, man. And Mike P was just cooking all 3 rounds. That Saga 3rd round would have been epic if he would have just went through it, man. The message in that 3rd round was awesome, but it just the first 2 rounds just took it away from him. You know what I'm saying? Took it away from him. It's like think about the Adi Boom battle versus Big K. Big K didn't really come too good in his last 2 rounds. It's just that first round was so fucking good, or it just hit him so hard that he didn't need to spit the last 2 rounds. And Adi Boom actually had better material than him throughout that battle, but it's just when something hits hits so hard, it just takes away from the crowd. It's like it just sucked the crowd out because by that time everybody's like, come on, Saga, like, you know what I'm saying? And he's sitting there apologizing to Smack on TV and all that shit, like, you know.
Now I want to say this, right? Not to skip all subject, but we just talking battle rap related shit. So me and you were just chopping it up about the whole interview with Beasley, 15 Minutes of Fame, and when he was talking about my personal opinion with him implementing consequences for choking and all that shit. My personal opinion about that is you also have to hold yourselves accountable. I'm talking about Beasley and smacking all them. Uncle Ra asked him, what would you say to the people that say a lot of it is y'all fault as well? Y'all should take some blame as well. And he said, well, you could blame us for not starting the event on time or having glitches and shit like that. And I'm like, you do have glitches on caffeine and all that shit.
See, at the same time, they, like you said, they definitely have to hold themselves accountable because they enable the battlers to be the way that they are.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So they enabling them to not do shit. So it's like you're rewarding people like Twerk and people like SUSURF with big battles when they're not even showing up. Yeah, you're looking at it from a business standpoint, but at the same time, you hurting your business at the same time while doing that shit. But I guess you're at that point where it's like, it's so big where it's like, oh, well, we're so big. See, they got an ego because they built this shit up to such a fucking big ass conglomerate that it's like, it don't matter if we fuck up. People
and
still gonna watch us.
They competing with other leagues.
But you're absolutely right. I agree with that. Like, they definitely need to hold themselves accountable. It's like any person who owns a business. How you gonna run your business properly if you don't hold the people that's working under you accountable? And on top of that, hold yourself accountable because they are your league. They definitely need to hold themselves accountable, or somebody needs to hold them accountable. That's like a big name. Like somebody just big just needs to hold them accountable. Like maybe like just throwing names at like people who are very impactful in battle rap, like the top tier guys. They really need to come at them. But at the same time, it's them too. It's like, look, man, y'all need to do your job as well. So now we got to put the hammer down for y'all to fucking work. You should have never got to that point.
Talking to somebody, right? And I don't know if it was Kenneth. It was my homeboy yesterday, actually. My man Jerv. I was talking to him yesterday about how we have to start the police. The police, if you look at the name police, is policy. So they enforce the policy to high ups and shit like that. So the thing is that just think about if Smack and Beasley and all of them were white. This shit would not be going on. Everything would be clean. And one thing about the whites, we could say what we want, but they enforce their policy and they stand on their policy.
Right.
They stand, if this is what's being said, this is what's going to be done. And if it ain't done, if you're not able to do it, we'll happily find somebody else that can do it. That's the only thing that blacks understand. My people understand. The only thing we understand is when you enforce shit and you stand on what you say. But the thing with Smack is like that motherfucking that parent that be trying to play and have fun with their kids.
Yeah, he's the cool guy.
Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? You're absolutely right. It's like they definitely be older people and they tell them, yo, if you can't do the job, we can find you easy. That's the problem with smacking them. They don't do that because their business is based on those motherfuckers bringing them their money. You know what I'm saying? With the performance and all that shit. But it's like, going back to what I said earlier, to them, that's a problem. To them, they don't care about that because caffeine is putting up numbers. Smack is getting his check. Beasley getting his check. The battle rappers getting their checks. And it's like they all getting comfortable. Too comfortable. It's like they put all that hard work to get to the place that they want to be, and it's just like they're just chilling right now. Like, no, it's just, you got to put the hammer down even hard. Like,
and these guys don't understand. And these guys don't understand. A lot of my subscribers and shit. You understand, and Kenneth and all the rest of them, and they understand. But a lot of these dudes don't understand why I go at these battles like I go at them. Because when you dealing with my people in particular, we always trying to scheme and scam and run game, especially on each other. You know, Surf know damn well, New Jersey Twerk and all of the motherfuckers know damn well, if Beasley, Smack and all of them was white, they would not be doing that shit.
Oh, hell no.
They would not be doing it. But because...
To be honest, it's not even white, but I definitely say if it would be different if it was, but if Smack just did that shit from the beginning, they would definitely be different. You know what I'm saying? So it's just the point of them just putting that hammer down when they're supposed to put it down. Like when a motherfucker choked the first time, you be like, yo, you choke again. Like, you know what I mean? I'm going to start taking money, or I'm going to start doing this, or taking your deposit. See, he's letting that shit slide. The problem is he's letting it slide till it gets to the point where the people are coming at him like, yo, dog, like, you pissing us off because we're the ones watching the battle. We're the ones that's losing because we're sitting here just spending our money on the battles, going to the battles, and for y'all to come up with these lackluster performances with fucking 6, 7 months, 4 or 5 months of prep, it's no excuse. It's no excuse. I understand we all have personal things going on in our life and all that shit. Yeah, I get it. But when it's time for business and you gotta handle your business, you gotta take all that shit out. Now being television and these battle rappers, they get a little money and they get a little comfortable. Like, that's why I like people like K-Shine and people like DNA because they still put in that work. You know what I'm saying? And they don't have to because they're established. They're some of the top guys who, them motherfuckers was on ESPN. So they can have egos like a motherfucker.
I beg to differ with that one. They put in that work. That's no doubt. K-Shine, all of them, even Tay Roc. Never hardly choke, consummate pros.
That's what I mean.
See, here's the thing.
That's what I'm saying.
Listen. Here's the thing. Here's the thing with that though. What the fuck are you really saying though? Like my thing is this. New Jersey twerk chokes. New Jersey twerk is rapping for real. Like B-Magic,
I'm not going
he
off
chokes.
that though. I'm not going off that. I'm just talking about the simple fact them niggas made it to where they made it, and they still have that mentality of just, yo, I'm hungry. You feel what I'm saying? That's where I'm coming at. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these guys, they get one big check and it's like they lazy as fuck. You feel what I'm saying? At least those guys still had the passion to say, yo, I want to go out and kill them.
That part I agree with, but
that's the part I'm not talking about what they're actually saying in the battle. I'm just talking about the fact that they actually put their work together.
That means a lot too because it's like when you ain't really saying nothing. Like, you gotta realize the way that New Jersey twerk is rapping and the way that K-Shine is rapping. Two entirely different styles and two entirely different levels.
Right.
New Jersey twerk is putting some shit together. He's hitting you with back-to-back punches, back-to-back bars, back-to-back. K-Shine performing and all that shit. That's the only thing equal that he have. Well, some people would say New Jersey twerk performance is better as well. But that's probably the only thing that they have as far as on the level playing field, the performance and shit. But when it comes to actual rapping, New Jersey twerk is levels.
If he had, but that's what I'm saying. If he had Shine's mentality, then you will be seeing twerk just kill everybody. You feel what I'm saying?
But of course it's easy. But of course it's easy to, not saying the preparation part you're right, because I don't want to get those two mixed up. The preparation part you're right, but it's easy to keep that stability going when you don't have to rap the way that New Jersey twerk rap. When you don't have to rap the way that B-Magic rap. You mixing in punches, bars, flow, delivery. Like, these motherfuckers mixing up their wordplay and all that shit. K-Shine and them is just rapping some Lil Wayne shit, some nursery rhyme shit.
I take that on both sides, and the reason I say I take it on both sides because it's like, all right, you got somebody like K-Shine that, you know what I'm saying, people be like, well, he's just performing and all that, but at the same time, it's also the battle rap fans that enable them, like I said, like Smack enables them to do what the fuck they want. It's the battle rap fans that enable them to be gassed and enable them to be, you feel what I'm saying? So it's like, some of them will come in like, it don't matter what I say, these people gonna fuck with me. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, it's kind of like a double-edged sword. You know what I'm saying? Like, I agree with what you're saying. Totally. You gotta say something. You take that opportunity to say something like a B-Dot or like a, you know what I'm saying, like you said, a fucking Danny Myers, or, you know what I'm saying, they saying some shit, a Daylyt, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, those motherfuckers fans is enabling them niggas to, because niggas take a jacket off, they go, oh, like, come on, that's, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's a double-edged sword to me. But even with that, K-Shine and DNA, they still have that hunger is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Because they could just be like, all right, well, I'm just going to come with 2 rounds like fucking Surf and Jersey my way out the 3rd one. But you know what I'm saying? But these guys actually want to fucking be there and rap. Some of these guys just there for the check, man. I mean, shit, like, some of these guys are like, they're there for the check, man. And I just be disappointed. I was so disappointed in Surf, man. He was, oh my God, 7 months of prepping. Drop the ball, brother.
Surf, the thing with Surf is, man, Surf is exactly, he's the definition of what you just talked about the fans and shit gassing. He is the definition of that, SUSURF, of making you feel like you could just say and do anything. SUSURF is the fucking poster boy for that shit.
Yeah,
he's talented. But see, here's the thing, the reason why I just said what I said about K-Shine in New Jersey and all them, I listen to New Jersey, and I know you do, and I know the people that's gonna be listening do. New Jersey Twerk, some people just have the it factor. This nigga is, when he rap, I'm like, if this nigga, we all know, if he come with 3 rounds, solid, no choking or nothing, it's very difficult to beat somebody like him. Very difficult.
Like he did versus Danny Myers. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that Twerk, like coming in with 3 rounds, just you know what I'm saying? Like, we need that Twerk. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I don't know, man.
Okay, I want to ask you a question real quick. We're gonna make this thing interesting. Name 5 people on your list, and I'm gonna name 5. Name 5 people that if they show up and they give you 3 solid rounds, no choking, no nothing. Name 5 people that are unstoppable if they come with 3 straight rounds, solid rounds.
Twerk is one, of course. I'm trying to name 5. Twerk is one.
You ain't gotta name nobody right now. You can name people that used to battle.
I personally think SUSURF too. If he came with three hard, solid rounds, like he came against like Hitman and had that 3rd round that he had, like 3 rounds of that, he's damn near unstoppable to beat. In my opinion. Twerk
he came with 3 solid rounds against Geechee. That was a fire ass fucking surf.
Yeah. Twerk, Surf to me.
The 2 choke artists. Okay, go ahead.
It's kind of hard because I'm trying to see people who actually, like, in my mind, I'm trying to look at people who actually, like, so you know who else was a fucking nasty ass battle rapper if you would have been solid and all that, he stayed on years? Rich Dollars. Rich Dollars is another one that was fucking nasty. He could have been somebody that would have been unstoppable.
Rich Dollars.
Yeah, Rich Dollars was back when, you know, when he battled Tay Roc. And Tay Roc basically ended his career. You know what I'm saying? But he was a battle rapper. Yeah, Rich Dollars was a solid battle rapper too. I think if he would have kept on going, but he was back in the beginning of Smack before he even became huge and all that. This is when Tay Roc was wearing them. Well, he still wear big ass hats, but when he was really wearing them big ass hats before B Magic, before he battled B Magic. Oh, B Magic, of course.
I was about to say, how the fuck you gonna mention this?
I forgot B Magic. B Magic is definitely that's not even a fucking question.
That nigga should be number 1 on the list.
Oh yeah, B Magic and Twerk is like 1 and 1A right there, boy. Cause that battle, if they have a battle together, and it's just like, boy, that be.
That's battle rap. That's battle rap royalty right there, boy.
Bruh. I'm talking about Tay Roc, B Magic, Chilla Jones, B Magic, like Danny Myers, Twerk. Oh my god.
No choking, vintage B Magic versus no choking. New Jersey Twerk. Oh my goodness. Goodness gracious.
It's shit.
Man, hey, you talking about motherfucking crowd reacting every fucking line, each fucking round?
Bro, haymakers. People wouldn't have been sitting down. They'd have been hyped the whole time, standing up, jumping up and down, like, oh, these motherfuckers going crazy. Another one to me is Charlie Clips. When he was in his prime, there's a couple times he didn't really come with stuff, and a few times he choked. Charlie Clips is another one to me. He doesn't choke as much and all that, but he's definitely one that if he came with 3 hard rounds, like, he's another one because he got the performance, he's got the it factor, he's got the presence, he's got the, you know what I'm saying? That all plays a factor in today's battle rap. You feel what I'm saying? So,
what about Ill though? What about Young Ill?
You know what? I just had him in my head too, but I didn't name him because I ain't see too many chokes from him. He was more just ain't been around. But definitely Young Ill was one where he was another one. He was like the top guy from the Midwest before Verb and Hitman and Calico and all those guys. Young Ill. You know what I'm saying? Like Young Ill versus T-Rex, that's a nasty motherfucker, boy. But yeah, definitely but the 2 top ones, man, is definitely B Magic and Twerk, because it's like, you know, that the motherfuckers could come with some shit that's like crazy, but then you get disappointed when it's like, shit, man.
Bro, I wouldn't even give a fuck if you had B Magic and Twerk as the headline battle and everybody else was just fucking PGs. I'm ordering that event.
I would pay to see them too. I would definitely pay to see them too. Daylyt is another one I paid for. That motherfucker didn't take no breaths versus.
Speaking of Day, let's talk about Daylyt, right? Who was that I was talking to yesterday about that? Oh, that was my man Judah Ben Israel. We was talking about this yesterday about Daylyt. We trying to bring that mob back and take out all the former members and shit like that. So the thing is that with Daylyt, Jag was like, because you know we was always talking about how Jag and Cassidy would be fire. Ain't no need to talk about that now. Because Jag will pretty much be carrying that whole battle. Jag said that him and Daylyt would be unbeatable. They would be unbeatable. And when I seen what Daylyt did against Tay Roc, I'm starting to believe it. I gotta see what. Of course, we gotta see what Jag gonna do. But
see, to me, those two actually complement each other better than him and Cassidy, because Cassidy is like, he's very monotone and he's just chill, while Jag is more aggressive and his voice just carries, just like Daylyt. Them motherfuckers get hyped, they get loud. I don't think Cassidy and Jag will be a good battle combination. They'll definitely go work together because they rap with each other. But it's
so who do you think would be a good battle combination with Cassidy? 2-on-2.
With Cassidy?
Yeah. I think Cassidy and Jadakiss will go off.
Jada, Fred the Godson.
Because them niggas got the same type of monotone type of flow.
Right. I think him and Fred the Godson would have been a nice
Him and Lloyd Banks would be nasty.
Lloyd Banks.
Cassidy and Fabulous.
You just beat me to a Fabulous. Definitely.
I think Fabulous and Papoose will go off together.
Oh my God. Them two would be fucking ridiculous. That'd be nasty, man. There'd be so many nasty combinations. But yeah, I don't see Jag, like, to me, like that Jag Cassidy, I can see it because it's like Cassidy, Jag Cassidy. It's like they both joint at the hip. But Jag and Daylyt versus NWX. Who's winning? Wow, that would be a heck of a battle.
That'd be a crazy battle.
Because be honest with you, when DNA and K-Shine come together, they be saying some shit.
And you know, keep in mind that Jag and Daylyt came up together. They grew up together.
Right. Man, that would be, to me, it'd be too close to call, man. I couldn't be.
Shit.
To me, it'd be too close to call. Just on paper, you look at it, it's like, damn, these niggas is a combination versus these two. It's like,
it's gonna be quite similar. It's gonna be quite similar to the Daylyt versus Tay Roc battle, because it's just gonna be Jag and Daylyt just can rap better. You know, it's just one of those things where K-Shine and DNA are seasoned as far as the battle rap thing, knowing how to get the crowd going with the battle rap shit and the experience of battle rap. But Daylyt and Jag just can rap better, on top of Daylyt having experience and being able to teach Jag how that stage work. You see what I'm saying?
Better wordplay, better scheming. You know what I'm saying? And they definitely, like, their energy is gonna be crazy.
Like Tay Roc was fire. Tay Roc was fire, but see, the thing is, like I said, you got to rap. When you going against Daylyt, when you going, like, and this is why I was so pissed off, and a lot of us were so pissed off with Cassidy, because we know as far as rapping, the real hip hop heads took a loss. That's just like if Daylyt would have lost to Tay Roc, or he would have came in there and pulled that bullshit he normally pulled. We took a loss, because the thing is, you fighting for the niggas that really love the elements of rap. That nigga was Super Saiyan, boy. He was Super Saiyan versus Tay Roc.
The crazy thing is, I was telling people, I said, this is probably the best Tay Roc I've seen in a while and the best Daylyt I've seen in a while. But it's like, anybody that would have stood in front of that Tay Roc probably would have lost, other than Daylyt. You know what I'm saying? Because that Tay Roc was ridiculous, bro. And but the Daylyt was just on another level, man. That rock scheme he did for a whole round was just dumb. Like, he did a rock scheme for a whole round.
When I watched it, I said, this nigga Daylyt. Couple things that went in my mind, right? I said, this nigga Daylyt be Magic. This nigga was name flipping the shit out of Rock name. You know, Magic is the name flip king. He flipping the shit out this nigga name.
Bruh. I mean, them Tay Roc Blake flips was fucking nasty as hell too. But that Rock, he did the whole round, like, he was just basically flipping Rock. Like, I was like, wow, like, and the way, and he's so unique with his bars. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he don't sound like nobody sounds like him, because he puts those bars together very differently. Where he was saying something about get bread and I'll shoot your girl and she was misled or something like that. I was like, yo, don't nobody put bars like that together. Like, I'm
gonna tell you who put bars together like that and who does it better. Jag put bars together. I'm telling you, Jag put bars together like that, and he put them together better. And we would never. The funny part about it is we would never. The closest thing we would get to Daylyt and Jag is if it was a 2-on-2, because them niggas would never battle each other. They'd never battle each other.
Jag said that when we was talking to him that one day. He was talking about he'll never battle him or like a couple other guys that he's cool with. He's like, he just won't get up for it because it's like, you my man. Like, I can't. Like, I gotta have some type of, not animosity, but I gotta have some type of, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to battle you. I'll probably feel the same way if I was a battle. I wouldn't be up for it. Like, that's why, like me, if I was a battle rapper, I wouldn't want to join any of these groups because, like, I want to battle y'all all. I don't want to battle somebody I'm cool with. Not necessarily we got to be enemies, but I want to be up for the battles. Like, if I'm an NWX and they say, yeah, you got to battle K-Shine or whatever, I'm like, oh, okay. Like, you know what I'm saying? It'll be, to me, it just take away the feeling that I want. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's just like, you remember the Wayans Brothers show with Marlon? He did the on stage the comedy joint, and he had to make fun about his family.
Yeah.
And even though that's your family, and even though this is just business right now, that shit still gets to you. That shit still hurt.
Yeah, because it's like,
that's why when niggas are talking about, oh, I want to see Jag versus Cassidy, and I'm like, nah, bruh. Like that shit is too close to home.
It's like what even if you try to say certain things, it's just not gonna be the same feeling. You probably won't even be able to write what you want to write against that person because it's like, damn, like this is my man, so I can't come at him a certain way.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why would I bring personals up? It's like K-Shine and T-Rex. K-Shine didn't bring up no personals. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't, even though we enemies, you still my man. You know what I'm saying? I still have a history with you. So that's gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like, even though he had that animosity, you still had that history that was like, that still was my man. And deep down inside, he's still somebody I got love for. You know what I'm saying? So that's why he ain't come with the personals. I couldn't do that. Like, if they told me, yo, we're gonna pay y'all significantly more than what you make. Like, let's say Smack gets to the point where like, I want to pay you $100,000 each. I might take the battle, but it's still, in my mind, I'm still gonna feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like, of course you got to get to the bag and all that, but it's like, even that money is still not going to be worth me fucking up a friendship. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, unless we talk about it and we say, yo, you can say whatever the fuck you want, but it still won't feel the same.
It still won't.
Yeah, it won't, because I wouldn't want to. It's like, I know your secrets, and it's like, I don't look like the sucker nigga if I'm pulling out your secrets. How the fuck would that make me look?
That's just like, if I'm going, you would understand this better than anybody. That's just like in the basketball, my basketball lovers. That's just like I'm playing basketball and I'm going against a nigga that I know ain't on my level. It's like, even if I wanted to try to crush him and demolish him, I won't get off. You see what I'm saying?
It's like how the NBA guys go to the fucking Rucker Park to play against stuff. They be thinking they play hard. Like, the motherfuckers go like 60%.
Because in your mind, you want to crush him, but deep down inside, you like, he ain't really worthy of my best. You see what I'm saying? Like if some competition come on the court, then it's like, okay, that shit get you going. Because it's like, okay,
your mind changes.
Because now these niggas, because in my mind, these niggas think they better than me. They think they fucking with me. You see what I'm saying? But a nigga that's some shit, it's like, man, like I done tried it. I know you have. I done tried it and tried to dominate them, but I'm missing this shit. I'm fucking up. Because it's like, you're not really
focused. It's just more like, I'm just gonna fuck around with him. It's like, you're more focused if you got somebody that you know is gonna be like, all right, he gonna bring this out of me.
Yeah, like just like Daylyt said, man, I want K-Shine because K-Shine been talking crazy. He been talking greasy, acting like he undefeated and all this shit. See, that type of shit gets you going.
Right.
But a nigga that's just laid back, he trying to get his bag like you. He just trying to get, grind and shit like that. You can be like, man, I'm gonna let this nigga grind. But a nigga that's talking shit like I'm the best, can't nobody fuck with me. That's why niggas wanted to see Cassidy fail, because Cassidy was talking mad shit, boy. Cassidy was talking all-time great shit.
Oh, dude, he's like God tier when it comes to the promoting and talking that shit. He's God tier. Like, there's only a few guys I know that can be up that level, like Rex, Sir.
I never seen, ain't nobody get to that level. I never seen nobody that had the whole fucking culture against him. He had the whole culture like in his feelings.
But he kind of did it to himself. I think he wanted to do that though, to put that pressure on himself.
And you know what?
He knows he's doing.
He put the pressure on himself, and this is what them dudes got to, not to get off course, but this is what these dudes got to understand. Them Cassidy fanboys and these dudes got to understand, right? And the Cassidy supporters. What they have to understand is just what you said, Carlos. He put the pressure on himself because Cassidy wanted that pressure. But the only difference from the Cassidy now and the Cassidy we know is that he isn't the same as he once was. Like, he can talk shit and back it up, and nobody would question whether or not Cassidy could back it up. But nowadays, that's the gift and the curse. Like, that's the gift and the curse of talking shit.
Yeah.
Because if you talking shit and you back it up, you a hero. If you talk shit and you don't back it up, you a zero.
They can't do shit. They can hate you more, but they know they can't do shit. They're gonna have to give you respect, even when they don't give you the respect. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna have to give you the respect. You know what I'm saying?
And notice Loaded Lux never, if ever, talk shit like that.
No.
But he's always the one. That's just like the nigga that, like they always say, don't fuck with the quiet nigga. Loaded Lux said, damn, Loaded Lux don't hardly be talking cash shit like he talking shit now. But he don't talk cash shit like Rex and Cassidy and all them and 40 Cal and them.
Nah.
But this nigga, he take care of business though. Them niggas, see, that's the problem. Them niggas talk shit, but they don't back it up. They don't take care of business and follow up.
Right. That's the problem. It's like a boxer that's talking shit. It's like Adrian Broner. Adrian Broner talks all that shit. I'm gonna whoop your ass. I'm gonna beat your ass. He ends up losing the fight.
But you know one nigga that always talk shit and back it up? Verb. Verb talk shit and back it up. Just so happened he didn't beat Geechee Gotti. I don't know what these niggas talking about. He beat Geechee Gotti. He did not win. Geechee Gotti took the first 2 rounds. Verb took the third.
Yeah, I say Geechee Gotti 2-1. I definitely say Geechee Gotti.
He definitely cooked him in the second round. But the first round, Geechee Gotti edged that one or won that one, and Verb got the third.
Yeah, see, I think Verb tried to rap a little too much in this battle. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though he can, I just think he tried to match Geechee's type of rap style. Like, I could rap with you. You know what I'm saying?
If you was a Verb, what would be the game plan against somebody like Geechee? If you was battling Geechee?
Geechee, with Geechee, if you're a battler up, you gotta kind of talk to Geechee, like a perfect person. Like, if you had that Loaded Lux versus Calico versus Geechee would have lost. Geechee would have lost because he hit that lost nigga angle and all that shit. It's like but with Geechee, it's like certain rappers.
Loaded Lux would have did Geechee dirty.
Right. But it's like, how many times can you use that angle? You know what I'm saying? You just got to be real creative when it comes to batters like Geechee and shit like that, because it's like he probably don't have too much dirt on himself. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they would have pulled out some dirt already if he had dirt on him. Like, the only thing that really people could really talk about when it came to Geechee, from what I see, is when he went behind the tree when the niggas was out there, when Moon was fighting drugs and shit outside, and then Geechee went there. People made fun of that for a little bit, but it didn't really hit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like certain battle rappers like that, it's hard to come up with angles. You just got to kind of out-rap them. You know what I'm saying? You got to out-rap Geechee, and that's damn near impossible. You know what I'm saying? That's the mistake I think Bird did, was he tried to rap too much against Geechee. He didn't put too many schemes together, not like that. You know what I'm saying? He just had to be himself.
I'm curious.
Just need to be themselves. I just think people just need to be themselves against certain battle rappers, and it just, whoever wins comes with the better material.
I'm curious. Did Geechee ever battle K-Shine? I had personally, a lot of people call it debatable between him and Surf, but I had some people had Surf winning. I had Geechee edge in that.
They battled. They battled on Smack Volume 3.
Him and K-Shine?
K-Shine and Geechee, they battled on Smack Volume 3. This is like the first year he was in. I don't know if he was champion of the year yet.
To all my subscribers that's listening, leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know if you seen that battle and who won that battle, because I'm curious to know.
Yeah, that battle was a little while ago, so I don't remember too much of it. But that shit was a good battle, though. Because
I want to know what style is kind of like a kryptonite to Geechee.
That's the thing. I'm still trying to think about what like a kryptonite would be for him. Like, it's like I say, those battle rappers are really hard to kind of prepare for. You know what I'm saying? Because most of these battle rappers look for dirt on these motherfuckers, and when you don't have nothing to go off of, just the battle, it's like, what can you really do? Like, they try to make fun of him selling hair, and it's like, that didn't work. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, certain things just don't work against certain guys. You just have to just come up with better material. That's the only thing I can really come up with. You just have to just come up with your better material and hope your shit just hits better than his, because he's just gonna rap. You gotta rap too, but then you also have to keep your core style. Like, you can defer from it for a little bit, but you still have to keep your core style. Like,
but you know what? I know niggas probably at this time, or you probably not get tired of me talking about Magic, but I just thought of something. Like, to me, that's what makes Magic superbly talented, because it's like, we talk about New Jersey Twerk and the fact that New Jersey Twerk has bars and all that stuff, and he can perform. B Magic is not performing; he's just rapping.
Just rapping.
He's just rapping, and he's hard. He's difficult to beat when he's on his game. And I'm like, damn, this nigga is not even, like, when you think about K-Shine, you think about Tay Roc and all of them, you know their kryptonite is somebody that can actually rap, like a Mook, like a Lux. Like somebody that can actually rap, like a Pat Stay. See, Pat Stay is difficult for people because not only can Pat Stay rap, and he can swag, but Pat Stay he's like a psychiatrist. He can expose niggas' flaws and weaknesses.
That's what he's fucking good at. He's very great at that. He's very good at just, like you said, just calling out what your weaknesses are, and then on top of that, with him swagging on stage and him getting those bars, he's damn near unstoppable to beat.
I personally want to see Pat Stay and Swave 7. I want to see that battle.
Pat Stay versus Swave.
That's gonna be a crazy battle.
That would be a heck of a battle, because Swave is another one. Swave is another one that'll come at you and just come at your core. Like, he'll come at your heart.
Remember he was exposing New Jersey Twerk and teaching them how you supposed to shoot a gun, and he was killing Twerk ass.
That was a good battle too. That was a real good battle. Yeah, Swave 7 is another one too. That definitely would be a heck of a good matchup. That would be a good matchup because of their styles. They blend perfectly. So them two definitely they'll be Swave will be researching shit about him, and then he'll be researching shit about Swave, and they both gonna come at each other. Swave's gonna say something about him, and he's gonna say something about Swave that people are like, oh shit, and you know what I mean? So
and the good thing about Pat Stay is just digging shit up on you is a plus. But he can come up with shit like organically, like character observation, like how I do. He can read people character and their demeanor and just break them down off their demeanor on the fly. He don't have to dig up dirt and shit like that for real. If he dig up dirt, then that's just really icing on the cake.
And once Pat goes into, look at you, bro.
Look at you go.
He's like, way to go. Like, once he do his little shit around stage, like I said, certain people are they're just hard to beat because they have it all. You know what I'm saying? They got the swag, the performance, the stage presence. It's like I said before, that all plays into Tay's battle rap. You know what I'm saying? Even though me and you are like the purists, we like the bars. We like to hear what they say. Yeah. But like I said, today's battle rap world, that all plays a factor. You gotta have that in today's battle world. You gotta have some sort of a hit factor. You gotta have some sort of remnants of performance or some nasty bars. You gotta have something nowadays.
But wouldn't that make somebody like B Magic special? Because he is surviving, or he was arguably one of the best battle rappers.
Right. If you look at that time,
without performance though.
If you look at guys that are nasty with the pen, they don't have to perform. So that does make it feel like JC, a B Magic. You know what I'm saying? Like people like that, they're so good at their bars and the way they spit. It's just they don't need a performance. Like certain guys, like I said, certain guys can get away with that.
It's almost like they bars, or pretty much like they bars and stuff like that, and their pen is like performing in a way.
Right. It's like double the points. It's like if you have a guy in a box, like I keep going back to boxing because this is like the closest thing to boxing because there's two guys. So it's like when you boxing, right, and you got a guy and y'all hit each other at the same time, and you got one guy who hits you with a light jab, and you got one that hits you with a fucking hard ass jab.
I'm gonna give you a great example, a great analogy. It's like comparing Floyd Mayweather with Deontay Wilder, where you have somebody that is supremely skilled across the board and has decent power, but not Deontay type of power. But you have Deontay Wilder who doesn't have the skills, but can end the fight with just power and athleticism.
It's the X factor. It's the X factor. You know
that's how I look at Magic. Like I look at Magic and I'm like, they have punches. They have punches that can really like win them the battle with just punching. You know what I'm saying?
So makes people like Twerk unstoppable with these folks.
That's what I was about to say.
He has the fucking performance on top of that.
That's what I was leading into. He don't quite have B Magic type punches, but he has punches good enough to help him get him through, and he's supremely talented as far as performance.
Yep. Added on with the stage presence, the it factor, and all that shit. It's like, bro, like he just has that.
And he's mad relatable. Like the shit that he be rapping be super fucking. That's one thing I noticed about New Jersey Twerk, about Tay Roc and K-Shine and all them. They always rap shit that's like relatable. Like you'll never have an issue like they try to say with Cassidy and all them that they shit is outdated. You would never have that issue with New Jersey.
They're on with the times. They're with the times. They change with the time. Yeah. They know what's going on. They do their research. They see what's going on, and they put it in their raps.
See, my issue with K-Shine, Tay Roc, and all them has always been, well, with DNA, his shit ain't believable. Then two, niggas ain't really like them. Not real bars. To me, those not real bars. Those not real punches. Those not real raps. You know,
right? Because like you take away from the believability of it. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe in DNA doing all that shit that he said. Even though he puts it together nicely, it's like it still takes away.
Not even DNA. I'm talking about K-Shine and Tay Roc and them. Like that shit is not real punches. That's not real bars. Like the bars and the punches they come up with. I'm like, just because the shit is relatable, that don't mean it's actually a punch. Just because it's relatable, that don't mean it's actually a bar. Like you know how certain people say real bars, like those are real bars. Like Daddy Myers have real bars. Like Daylyt has real bars. Like niggas got real bars for real. Real punches. Rum Nitty.
Oh, Nitty.
Leave surf on the can, that's a Hawaiian punch. Like come on, man.
He's fucking nasty, man. That's another one, man. Rum Nitty is just ridiculous. Right now it's the West time right now. You gotta let the West shine. They right now they at the top of the game. With some battle rappers.
People
like
always told me, one of my dudes said, Rob, you finally gave my boy Tay Roc some credit. I said, yeah, he did his thing. My only issue with Tay Roc and all them is not just what they do, because if they did what they did and they was like Lux, they was laid back, they was chill, I wouldn't even worry about it. But the amount of shit that they talk, the same issues that the so-called battle rap community have with Cassidy is the same issues that I have with Tay Roc and all of them. Is that for the amount of shit that y'all niggas talk, you're not that good at rapping.
Right.
Y'all niggas is not that good. Y'all not New Jersey Twerk. Even with the choking and all that shit. Even if New Jersey Twerk talk shit, you still won't let him fly with it. He can back it up.
Right.
Because you know if he don't choke, then it's a wrap. It's gonna be a long night for somebody.
Bruh.
But Tay Roc and all them, for the amount of shit that they talking, y'all niggas is not that good rapping wise.
But then that also goes all the way back to what I was saying about the fans enabling them to be that way. And on top of that, they're in the battle rap world, so people are not gonna really call them out. Like they were, like you say, in Cassie's position, a lot of motherfuckers were like, yo, shut the fuck up. What you talking about? You ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? They're in the fucking family. So people, yeah, they're gonna say what they're gonna say, but they're not gonna say what they really feel. Because they in the battle rap community. You know
yeah, the fans' mind, Cassidy chose the industry over battle rap. And then,
it's like us versus you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they still look at it, even though they talking shit, they still look at it like they're part of our family.
But you know what? It's people would say that, but if they was in Cassidy's shoes, they would have did the same thing.
Of course, who wouldn't? There's not anybody that was ever in his position. You know what I'm saying? So it's all of that shit was just jealousy from the attention he was getting. That's all that was.
Yeah.
They all fuck with Cassidy on the low. They all fans of Cassidy, all listen to Cassidy, they all grew up on Cassidy, and none of them sit there and say that they don't know who Cassidy is. It's just the fact that he came in and demanded 200,000 or whatever, got his bag. They're looking at that like, oh shit, how this nigga coming after so many years and he coming and getting this money? I'm struggling to make fucking 15,000 a battle. And he's fucking coming and making 150,000.
Typical nigga shit. That's all it is. Typical black people shit.
Yeah, it's just people want to be where you're at.
Yeah.
They want to be where Cassidy was, Cassidy is, Cassidy. You know what I'm saying? They wanted to be who Cassidy was on a BZD. They wanted to be the one to say, yo, I helped Smack start this shit, or I inspired Smack to start this shit. Like, they wanted to be the one to say that. You know what I'm saying?
And a lot of those fans, they grew up on Murder Mook and Loaded Lux and all them. So they, in their mind, like something is, their brains is scrambling. They like, hold on. I thought Murder Mook started this. I thought Loaded Lux started this. I'm talking about a lot of the newer fans, not like us. People that's been around and we know what time it is. We'd have been around watching motherfucking Fight Club and all that shit. But
it's like Cassidy didn't literally start the URL. He sparked the idea.
He sparked the idea.
Or because Smack was just doing DVDs. He wasn't thinking about actually doing a battle rap. He was just going around doing his DVDs and all that. He was actually doing he was actually the one that did that BMF documentary. That's what people know him from.
And he was instigating industry beefs.
Mm-hmm. And then he got into, you know, doing the guys with the.
You know about MREC TV. And salute to MREC TV. You know about MREC TV?
A little bit.
Yeah, Smack was MREC TV before MREC TV.
Mm-hmm.
Putting like talking about what rapper said this to this rapper. He was the first nigga to kick off the G Unit beefs and all of those shit.
Yeah, yeah, and it just happened so that Cassidy was the guy at that time that, you know, people was fuck with, because, you know, over here in Philly, you know, I mean, he was the biggest thing, like, for a few years. And this is before he even before he went to Swiss Beats. People knew about Cassidy way before he went to Swiss Beats. We talking about 16-year-old, 15-year-old Cassidy spitting on the radio when he first met Swiss Beats. You know what I'm saying? We talking about DVD Cash where he's just rapping on the beat for Smack. And motherfuckers like, oh shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because he had his own style. Like, the style that people have now, Cassidy was the one that birthed the majority of these people's style. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I get it where he would have that ego to talk his shit. But then at the same time, it's like, you gotta kind of humble yourself because you're not in this era. It's a whole new
And that's why I kept saying you gotta reinvent the wheel. Mm-hmm. Kind of like how Jay-Z and all them did. You gotta reinvent the wheel. You gotta
change with the times.
Change with the times, exactly.
Mm-hmm. You gotta adjust with the times.
Even Loaded Lux. Look at Loaded Lux. Loaded Lux changed with the time.
I give a lot of credit to Loaded Lux because a lot of people thought after you know he came in, because if you know Loaded Lux, his style is totally changed from when he first started rapping. Mm-hmm. He was more of a punchline rapper, you know what I mean, straight rapper back in the day. Now he's, you know, you can tell he's really opened his mind and he's really intelligent. He's read a lot of books. And he's way more lyrical and way more complex than what he used to be. See, I give him a lot of credit because when he came with that Lost nigga angle versus Calico, they thought he was just going to keep doing that to everybody. And he even changed it up. Because if you look at all his battles since then, it's not the same Loaded Lux. He's still got his complex bars and his, you know, his shit, but it's not no Lost nigga shit. He changes with whoever he's battling with. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I give him the utmost credit for it. Just him, just adjusting. Like he probably looked at it like, okay, I see where it is now. I can't use the same angle against everybody. It's gonna get tired. It's gonna get old.
So what about Murder Mook?
Murder Mook's nasty too.
I'm talking about as far as when he on his game.
He's just consistent. You know what I mean? I never really was a big fan of Mook, but he's consistent.
That's a fact.
He's just straight. You know what I'm saying? He's always been Mook. So I can't take nothing away from him. He's another one that adjusts. But he's also another one that's always kind of been around.
See, Murder Mook he's consistent, but he's inconsistent. Now, he's consistent as far as from a battle rap standpoint. But I'm talking about as far as battling.
But see, he's at that level where he can just battle once a year, once every couple of years, because people still gonna want to see him.
But I'm talking about from a standpoint of that would be the problem with me taking him over Loaded Lux or taking him over a Verb or somebody like that.
Yeah, I feel you because they're the you see them for. You see them.
They're coming with the same shit that he coming with battle wise, and they consistent while doing it.
But yeah, Nome. See, but the crazy, I don't know why they didn't have Avocado. I know Smack was talking about, but I didn't actually see the video about why Avocado wasn't the one directing the Nome X. It was actually the Caffeine staff that actually was the ones filming all that shit.
They need to get that Caffeine shit together, man, because that shit is horrible.
It was. I actually think they did better with the streaming though. This is the first time that the stream did.
That shit was horrible.
Yeah, mine for the first time I actually was able to see the whole entire thing without any interruption. Probably like one or two times it buffed a little bit, it was buffering a little bit, but as far as that, it was just really consistent for me.
Man, for me, that shit was inconsistent.
Yeah, but it's like they said, it's trial and error, bro. It's like they're growing together. Caffeine's a new company. They're starting to build their shit up. They said, let me bring Smack in. We're gonna bring. They know it's gonna be some bumps. They'll improve on it though. They'll improve. They're starting to get a little better, but I need Avocado back to be the fucking director, man. There's nobody better than him as far as filming battle rap. Nobody. That's why he's used by everybody. RBE, King of the Die, URL. He's used by everybody. I guess maybe it was a contract thing where they said, listen, whatever, Nome X coming in, we would like to be the filming, we would like to film it or whatever with the new money that they brought in, that they pushed into the entertainment. So it's like, yo, we put this money on it. You know, it's like you said, it's like going back to the white man. who runs the business.
Yeah.
Like they're straight business. Like, listen, we put this money in, we should be the ones to film it. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, we should be the ones to bring our own staff in. You know, and what's Smack gonna do? No, you only pumped in like or whatever amount of money into us. I'm not gonna say no neither. I'm gonna be like, yeah, of course. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, as far as the business, you know what I mean? But yeah, they'll get better at it.
When, to the people that might look at this and might say, well, smacking them, you know, they doing this trying to make excuses. My thing is leading right into what you just alluded to. If they keep conducting themselves like this and conducting business like this, then a white man will take over.
Of course.
That's if he ain't already in a position about to take over.
Right. You already see it's happening. You're already starting to see it's happening already.
And all these people talking about we need to start black-owned businesses and all this other old shit. You see how shit operate when we at the helm, when we in charge of shit. We always trying to be buddies and trying to be friends, and you know, because smacking them trying to run game, and then the battlers they trying to run game, and it's like everybody running game on each other. But
see, like when it comes to not to cut you off, but I want to get this thought out real quick. It's like when you talk about that, it's kind of like, to me, it's like you said, when the white man, it's like when you say it's a black-owned business, it's really not a black-owned business. It's really not a Hispanic-owned business. They own that shit from the background. It's like in Higher Learning when Ice Cube after they fought the white boys and Busta Rhymes was all hype, like, yeah, it's about this black fist, and he got pissed off. Something about, what you talking about? He said, motherfucker, they own you. They own the shoes. They own this university. They own you for 400 some odd years. And you fucking happy because you beat up a couple white boys? Motherfucker, we behind enemy lines. That's how that shit is, man. At the end of the day, we behind enemy lines no matter what it is. They just give us breadcrumbs so we can shut the fuck up.
But see, here's the thing. A lot of people, what I say, they take what I say literally. You see what I'm saying? And maybe that's my fault. And maybe I need to clarify it. Or maybe motherfuckers just need to, not saying you, but people do that in general. Maybe people just need to catch up. You know, what I'm basically saying is smacking the URL and the battlers, they are what the people see. They are the presentation.
Yeah.
So whoever is running it in the back, they're just as worse. Because this is what your presentation is.
But at the end of the day, when they look at the numbers, they don't give a shit about the presentation.
But see, your numbers can grow bigger if you give a fuck about the presentation. Your numbers can do even better.
Right, I feel you on that. But it's like a company like RBE, that's important. But a company that like URL that's already established, it's like when you go to like every city or every state has their famous eateries, or they have their famous restaurants that people like go to. But then you got people from the city, you like, no, that's not the best place. Go to this place. This is better than that. It's just because they have that reputation that people go to it. It's the reputation that
I'm gonna tell you this.
Can afford. The
way that I'm thinking right now is what separates the Cassidys from the SUSURFs, and that's what has the SUSURFs. Hear me out real quick. That's what has the SUSURFs in all of them. At the end of the day, mad at a Cassidy.
Right.
You have the same 24 hours. Hear me out. You have the same 24 hours I have, but the only difference is what I do with mine.
Exactly.
That's the only. And I was telling my homeboy this yesterday. The way you thinking, that's cool, but see, that's that slave mentality from my people. That is that slave. I'm just happy with getting whatever. Like not even just the battlers, but the battle rap fans as well. Battle rappers and cheaters. I'm just happy with getting something.
I'm happy with the
Nah, a motherfucker like me, like how Cassidy is, that's why Cassidy talk about the promotion and all that shit. Nah, when you promote right, when you do everything that you supposed to do at its maximum peak, that's when you won't be able to be denied. You could come to Smack and demand instead of coming at Smack and have to settle.
Yeah.
You got to come at the table and Smack and say, well, you'll say, Smack, I want this. Or Murder Mook just got that. I want that. Smack gonna be like, well, the last time you got into a scuffle and you fucked up my event and I lost money.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like somebody like Cassidy, he could say, I want this. I want to battle in Atlanta. I want to battle in Philly. I want to do it this date. I want to do it this time. And Smack and I'm gonna say, okay, is it anything else you need? Anything else you want? Yeah, I want a piece of the pay-per-view and the live gate. Okay, you could get that. Them niggas can't come. SUSURF and them can't. They can talk all this big money shit all they want. They can't come and demand that type of shit. That's why when people look at look at the Cassidy situation, it's deeper than the hate that them niggas had for Cassidy on the outside. On the inside, it was like you just said, like you said earlier, them niggas can't demand what Cassidy can demand. But the thing is what the fuck Cassidy did to be able to demand that.
Exactly. They're just happy with these handouts.
And I listen to these battle rappers. Oh, I'm not Arsenal. Oh, I'm gonna let Cassidy promote. I ain't gonna do no promotion. It's that same fucking thinking right now that got you in a position where you can't even host you and Cassidy's battle on UW.
It also goes to their ego's too big for their bridges.
Yeah, but you got an ego for nothing. Yeah, you Arsenal, but you ain't nowhere you could have been.
Right, but then it all goes back to the core of what we're talking about. It goes back to smacking the fans, enabling them to be the way that they are, rewarding them for not doing nothing. Hopefully he really serious about this. Yo, I'm gonna penalize y'all motherfuckers. I'm not even gonna pay half y'all deposit. Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta come harder than what Smack was talking about. Bees was talking about, nigga. I'll be like, look, listen, you ain't getting the second half of your deposit if you don't come with 3 more rounds. That's it. Not getting that shit.
You know what I hear? I hear niggas complaining about the WWE. Now the WWE, and that's why I love to compare the WWE to the URL, because the people be like, "Well, the WWE," and that's our fucking problem. We make too many excuses instead of looking at the situation for what it is and correcting.
The solution to the problem.
Looking at the situation for what it is and correcting it. In handling it instead of pointing the fucking finger and making excuses. I would tell motherfucker, WWE have the same app as URL. They don't have any issue.
It's like having a fucking cake. You looking at a good ass cake, but the icing is shit. It's like it's doo-doo is the fucking icing on the cake. The cake is good. The URL is a good thing and all that, but the shit that's on top of it is just a bunch of shit.
And at the end of the day, how is it good though?
You know, well, what I mean by it's good because the fans are entertained regardless of what's going on, whatever. They're still entertained. They still get something to watch. Smack is making his money, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day. You feel what I'm saying? As far as just business wise, I'm just looking at it from the outside, but as far as us as core battle rap fans, we're the ones that's eating the fucking icing on the cake. You feel what I'm saying? We're eating the shit that's on top of the cake. The ones that are blind, they're just worried about the cake. We got the icing. We want icing on the cake. There ain't no icing on that cake that's good. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to have no cake. Like I said, you're not going to eat a pile of doo-doo. That's what they're giving us. You know what I'm saying? But these motherfuckers are so blind and they're so happy just to see a battle and just to be entertained that they're willing to eat that fucking cake.
Exactly. Just like I said, just being happy with something. They satisfied with having something.
Yeah.
We have to stop that. And then another thing I'm going to talk about is that pocket watching shit. Another thing in protecting these battle rappers. As a battle rap fan, the only thing you should be worrying about is getting the best matchups. All that fucking what this nigga's making or what the URL is making. Now, I talk that shit because as a fan, I want us to get the best battles. I want us to get the best picture, the best view. That's why I talk about it.
It's even deeper than just battle rap, bro. Like you said, a lot of these guys grew up in matriarchal homes, bro. They act like their mothers. You look at Twerk, he's a female.
Yeah. I don't want to go that route, though. I want to keep it on.
No, but I feel you, but it plays a part. Because that's how females are. They worry about superficial shit. Men aren't supposed to do that. I don't care what the fuck. It's like Jay-Z said, what you eat don't make me shit. You know what I'm saying? What you eating is what you eating. What you make on your job, it don't pay my bills. What I make on my job, it don't pay your bills. You feel what I'm saying? So who cares if this motherfucker making $200,000? Instead of being a jealous person, why don't you think about getting advice from the man who ended up getting a $200 bag? But you got so much hatred in your heart for the man that you're not even looking at the message that he's trying to send.
I'm not even worried about the jealous part. What I'm worried about is you being jealous and you not deserving what the fuck he getting. Exactly. Like if you felt like Aver for so long felt like he wasn't getting the same type of credit. I understand that. John, I understand that because y'all niggas was more consistent and some would argue a lot better than Murder Mook and Loaded Lux. But you not getting the same respect. Now I understand that, but that's because the fans was, like you said, they was gassing a lot of these dudes up and they were blatantly supporting those guys over those guys because of it was a personal issue. Because of the state they was from. But the thing is this. I done watch fucking John versus Tay Roc in the battle, and I done watched the crowd boo John. He killing Tay Roc. Killing him. every round, and they booing them like on some hoe shit.
Because like I said, these motherfuckers are so enamored by their favorite battlers. They don't give a fuck. They can't do no wrong. They can't do no wrong in their eyes. Even if a motherfucker points a fact out. Like people like I'll use Briz an example. There's people who still fuck with Briz, and people who still fuck with Tay Roc, even though them motherfuckers ain't believable no more. They can't talk that tough shit. There's people who still look at them like, oh, they still my favorite battle rapper. So I don't care what happened. I don't care if the nigga messed with a training. I don't care if the motherfucker did this and did that. I don't care if he took deposits. I'm still gonna listen to him because I'm a fan of his.
Remind you of somebody? It remind you of somebody? Tekashi 6ix9ine?
Motherfuckers don't care. Like, just certain people, they just, I don't know what it is. They're just so obsessed with certain people. It's just like, they see him through rose-colored glasses. That's the problem. They don't look at it from a reality point of view. Yeah, he's good, but he could be better. Or he's not as good as y'all people think he is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how we look at it.
To me, I think it's an even deeper connection than that. A lot of these people act like Twerk. A lot of them act like Twerk in real life. So, like, that's why they don't give a fuck. A lot of people act like Tekashi 6ix9ine, or would act like Tekashi 6ix9ine if they was in his position. It's a deeper subconscious connection that they have with these guys. So, like, I don't give a fuck, because if I was Twerk, I would probably be doing the same thing. More than likely, you would.
Exactly. Because it's like, in your mind, it takes your mind to another place where it's like, oh, well, I know I could come up and do whatever the fuck I want. They still gonna rock with me.
Just notice, only the people that feel some type of way about that is people like me, people like you, people that wouldn't conduct themselves in that manner in their normal lives. It's only the people that act like that and would act like that if they was in that position that's kind of blowing it off.
But we're not followers anyway, so we don't go with the crowd. Like, I don't go with the crowd. I'm not following you. If I tell you that you're bad, it's like with the Cassidy thing. I can't get mad at somebody who's honest about it. Like, I didn't feel Cassidy did good enough against Arsenal. I personally both feel like they both lost because it was just such an ass battle. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I can't sit there and sugarcoat a lot of myself and say, yeah, Cassidy did well. No, that'll make me look stupid. Like, why the f***, you know what I'm saying? With a man, of course, a person that don't even give a shit about you and don't even know you.
See, to me, they both did bad. But see, here's the thing. Arsenal won, because think about this. If this was anybody else, if this was any other battle matchup that performed like how Cassidy performed, then the other person, like a lot of people, well, everybody pretty much got Fonz, including myself, got Fonz beating Jada Nightwing. Got Fonz winning that battle. Many can argue that Fonz was just as worse as Jada Nightwing. That battle in its totality was horrible. It was a horrible. I couldn't even really watch it for real.
Right. See, like with the Cassidy thing too, he did it to himself. Because he was saying, oh, it was only a 5 or 6 in the last, but I'm going to be a 9 or a 10. It's going to be the greatest third round you ever heard. See, like, shit like that, you can't say. And then it's like, you come up with that, and it's like, So
and then another thing, too, you Cassidy. Like, if anybody else said that shit, like, Surf, anybody, we'd be like, okay, 9 or 10, whatever. Because we done already seen your levels. We had already seen where you can go to. So, it'd be Surf just talking shit like normal Surf do. You see what I'm saying? But with Cassidy, it's like we haven't really seen, because think about it. Before the Arsenal loss, Cassidy pretty much didn't lose.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
so in our mind, we like, okay, now he about to really take it up a notch. And this is like his second like official, or his second official battle.
On URL,
yeah, on the stage.
And you're in your city, you're in your own hometown.
And then people knowing what Cassidy is and knowing what he's capable of. Yeah.
So I can see why people say Arsenal won, because it was just Arsenal. You feel me? And that's just Arsenal, who Arsenal is. So he just came with his 3 Arsenal rounds. And, you know, like I said, Cassidy just, he dropped the ball, man. He dropped the ball on that one. But as far as Nome X, that the whole event was probably like a 5 or 6 to me. Ain't really too much. None of the battle rappers really liked where they was at.